Oh, treasure eclipse windows. Welcome their magic into you and into your reality, and most importantly, yourself. Like, they're amazing. And because they're so transformative and because they're so um, full of the energy of rapid change, we can sometimes find them really hard. But I'm just sitting here in so much reverence, thinking about, because I've worked with eclipse windows for so many years, I have all of this like actual evidence that like whatever you work on in an eclipse window, by the next eclipse window it's shown up in you, most importantly, and in the map of your life. And it just blows my mind that like if you heal in these portals, by the next 6 months later, by the next eclipse window, it's going to be there in one way or another. Whatever you worked on, it's like how to super heal and super move forward and super ascend. And like, for example, the eclipse window this time last year, in October last year, we did renew your root, and literally that next eclipse window, I moved out of my flat that I felt really stuck in and really trapped in. Like, my root chakra totally freed. Literally physically manifested renewing my root. And then that eclipse window, I was just thinking about it, was all about attachment and like healing your heart from the attachment patterns and the way in which you disembody yourself through attachment patterns. And it's amazing to me because we're just about to come into the next eclipse window, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've just spent 21 days traveling in Bali on my own. And the person that did that attachment work, there's no way I would have done it. I wouldn't have traveled here on my own. And like, honestly, I was too attached. I was too attached and too insecure in myself, and too disembodied. And I've like traveled on my own for 21 days and just, I feel so secure in myself. I feel so like I would never run those attachment patterns in the way that I was. And I was attaching to like not just partners, friends, people, items, like, and it's just, yeah, this one's shown up outside of me but more in me. And that's why I love eclipse windows, because like, honestly, love them. Like, whatever you take through that portal, if you work consciously, it's just gonna shift at the level that, like, at the speed and the level that an eclipse window can shift at is like no other time. And this eclipse window is epic, so important, because it's the eclipse window before all of the outer planets, which are known as the gods of change signs. And so the world as we know it is about to change. And this eclipse window is the opportunity to heal the part of you that's going to suffer in that change. And that's why I believe I've been guided to do rebirthing the mother wound. Because the mother wound, how does that manifest? It manifests as not having trust, as not being able to receive love and support, and not being able to manifest. You manifest what you need in the moment. You know, it blocks our ability to receive the holding and the love and the abundance and the support that Mother Earth gives us. And in times of change, that's when we go into that survival crisis mode, or we can allow ourselves to be held and nourished and supported and provided for through it. And in times where the gods of change are changing, we need the goddess, we need Mother Earth. And so the mother wound just feels like the wound to be working on for this amazing collective change that is going to happen. And you know, as I'm tuning into it, it's like feeling the mother wound totally transcended. It's just bliss. Or transcended to the next level. I don't know if things ever get totally transcended, but it's just bliss. It's like you can feel the love and the support and the abundance that the earth has for you, and you can trust it. And so that's what I'm taking into this eclipse window, and anybody who wants to join me and David, the things that are in the way of that, so that this time of change happens in preciousness. And like, even if you're not called to work on the mother wind, like, work in the eclipse window, because they're amazing. They're like these 2 weeks where you get to accelerate yourself, your ascension process, your healing journey, your evolution process, and honestly shift things that you think are impossible to shift. The attachment stuff, I was so deep in it, I thought there's no way that I just never would have believed how truly secure and embodied and unattached I feel now at the last eclipse window. Treasure them. And this one's epic. Join us. We're starting rebirthing the mother wind the night the eclipse window opens. The time is now beautiful.